Good morning. I wanted to bring to you another video showcasing my growth and the tribulations I also have as a brand new pilot. So I also want to stress that I am a beginner, so I still have a lot of things to learn. However, I want to share this with the community as well, and anybody else that stumbles across the videos, that maybe if they run across the same issues when they are free from training, that they will also be able to see and troubleshoot some of the same things I ran across. So we have two flights that I had, two flights that started out really good. I saw a couple things myself that I did wrong that I want to improve on, but I also had some little mistakes when I came in landing. Nothing too extreme, but some things that I helped identify with my friend Micah Stevens. But I also took some time to kind of address those, and I know I need to work on perfecting those techniques to have a better safe landings and takeoffs as well. So when we get to those parts, I'll talk in length about what I did wrong and what I can do better as well. So you could kind of say that I had a little bit of a when I made a mistake. Does that work?
Hi there. Okay, we just got off work and we got a small window for a quick evening flight, so I'm excited to get up in the air. So I'm gonna get my gear laid up, go through my checks, and we'll see what the sky looks like, because it looks like it's gonna be a great evening for flying. All right, we're gonna head out to the field, make sure everything's set, make sure everything's ready to go. We've got about a little bit over an hour of flight time. Sundown's 8:15. With the strobes up, we can go a little bit extra, but with my level of skill, probably as soon as the sun starts to go down, I'll probably head back. So with that, let's take to the air.
So during my takeoff, I stayed in my brakes too long, which slowed down my actual liftoff. When I returned the brakes to their proper position, I shot back up in the sky properly. I'll need to keep an eye out for that in the future. So at this point in the flight, I was just testing out different altitudes and seeing where the wind was blowing. That way I could plan my trip around Arcadia in the smoothest fashion possible. As you can see from the hang angle of my chase cam, I still had yet to perfect it, so I was only able to catch the bottom quarter of my paramotor and my wing. After playing with it a bit, I think I found the proper hang point, which hopefully the next time I have a chance to fly, it'll point out the back end of me and also enclose my wing in the shot as well. Until then, we have this shaky footage from behind. At this point in the flight, I wasn't quite sure of how much fuel I still had left. I figured I still had over an hour or so left in my tank, as usually for me it burns about 1 liter for every 30 minutes that I fly, mainly because I'm not too aggressive on my throttle. But either way, I knew that I was coming up to my sunset and that we probably only had about maybe a good 30 minutes before sunset would hit. And since my level still is pretty low, especially when it comes to landings, I wanted to make sure that I had as much visibility as I possibly could.
That was gonna land on my car. Well, that landing was pretty poop, but because of that weird turn, it looks like I clipped my windsock. But other than that, we're on the ground safely. So we're gonna pack up, inspect everything, and go get some pizza. Starving.
So after taking a look at all the footage and putting together everything, I've realized later that what I was doing when I came down was unevenly pulling right brake pressure, which then told the glider, hey, we need to take a right-hand turn now. So what that did was that very sharp turn. So what I need to do in the future is get a little bit more symmetrical with my brake pressure as I come in for my landing and not over pull on one particular side, which in this case happens to be my right side as I land down.
Okay, so that was a great flight. Really got to see a lot of Arcadia. Had a couple weird mishaps. First one was when I was taking off, got stuck with my fingers, got too much pressure instead of accelerating fully out. I'll have to review the footage to see what I did wrong. Another one was when I was landing. I don't know if I pulled too much pressure or what, but I veered off to the right. I almost felt like I was gonna land on my car. So same thing, have to learn, see what I did wrong. But that's what this all is a learning process. I've made some mistakes before that haven't been recorded, and I've learned from them. So keep trucking along and trying to learn that as much as I can. All right, we got a gorgeous day of flight today. Super first day of spring. That's really nice out. Winds are about 5 to 6 miles per hour, and up there smooth sailing hopefully. So we're gonna get set up, get up in the air, and hopefully get a nice, good spring flight in for April. I'm excited because it looks like these are going to be the weeks going forward. So let's get up there.
So I noticed on my launch, I didn't hold on to my A's long enough and ride them up. I went to my brakes too fast, which made that launch not as easy as it could have been. So next time I need to make sure I ride those A's up. I also noticed that when I took off, my chase cam, when bouncing across the rocks and gravel and all that, must have tilted down. So unfortunately, I don't have any real good footage of this flight from behind, but it means I'll have to try again, but also be ready for uneven terrain, which may cause the same issue again. With the wind starting to blow to the southeast, I decided to fly north up towards Atlanta, Indiana, so I could make an easy return should I want to go back. So with the winds blowing to the south, I was able to turn around and really pick up speed. I was probably cruising around 35-40 miles per hour as I headed back towards my LZ area. I had my trimmer set out, so that really helped push me along and made my return that much faster than it normally would have been. So at this point, I wanted to lose a little bit of height to get lower to my LZ. One of the easiest ways to do this is to do corkscrews. Helps you lose some altitude while also enjoying a quick 180 degree to 360 degree turn. It's also quite fun, feels like you're on a roller coaster. All it is a little bit of brake pressure and a little bit of shift in my seat.
Alright, we got some good flights in there. We learned a couple lessons. One of them mainly making sure that we ride the A's all the way up before we release into our brakes. As you saw, that caused me a near issue, but luckily I was able to keep my momentum going and not stop running, which then helped propel my canopy up above my head and help me get up off the ground. The other big issue was obviously my landings. When I came down, instead of staying symmetrical, I was pulling my pressure to the right. After talking with Micah a little bit from Lifted PPG, he said the same thing, is it's just my body reacting to the turn. You know, as you go to fall in real life, you put your hand out to stop yourself. So by doing that, when I'm coming in, I naturally will pull right brake to stop myself from falling, which then does the thing where my wing will want to shoot off to the right. So it means next time I do my launch and my landings, I just need to make sure I'm symmetrical as I come down, and then also to make sure that when I go to do my final flare at landing, it stays symmetrical. So I think what I'm going to do more than anything else is practice, make sure that I don't come out wide, and make sure I come down like this. That way I make sure it's symmetrical and not off kilter or anything like that as well. I look forward to some more flights as I get closer to the warmer months. Right now it's been really sunny for the last couple days, so we got some good opportunity to fly. I just gotta wait for the right time to get up in there with the winds and to make sure that everything is safe as well. So feel free to leave me any feedback that you see, things that you'd like to see as well. I'm also going to do a video talking a bit about how I got into paramotoring and everything that went as well, and hopefully I'll be able to upload those soon as well. So thanks for watching.